Hello everyone, this is Rebecca and I wanted to show you guys how to manage Microsoft Word documents and how to set paragraph styles so that when you bring it into InDesign software, it will make a little bit more light the work that you have ahead of you for paragraph formatting and typography. So I'm going to start by opening a Microsoft Word document for my little book on how to make a book. So I have this document. This is an older version of Microsoft Word, so you may have your screen look a little different than mine. The first thing I usually do when I get a document such as this is I turn on the invisible or hidden characters. There's a Show Hide button, which looks like a backwards P, and it's up near the center control panel, so click on that. What will happen is it will show any additional characters or invisible characters, let me zoom in a little bit, such as paragraph returns. If somebody's hit the space bar or the tab key too many times, we can see those. But these are extra hard returns, these backward P's. And what we want to do is we want to actually delete those. So you can put your cursor right before the previous paragraph and hit delete. We don't want double returns to have spaces between paragraphs. We can set that paragraph formatting in our InDesign document, or even here in Word we can set it, but I'm going to do it in InDesign. So I'm just stripping out any extra unneeded spaces, symbols, that kind of thing. When a client gives you a document, oftentimes it's much messier than this one. So you'll have them where they've hit the tab key several times. By the way, that little arrow is the tab key. To tab, they want it to look pretty, so they do all sorts of work to it that's unnecessary. And when you get it, it's oftentimes just a big mess. So you have to strip all that out. Sometimes they have the space bar too. Like in this case, I used a tab in all of those. And the tab is right here up in this ruler. If I pull that down, you'll see, actually I didn't really need that tab, because we have, what we have here is we have a left indent and a hanging indent. Now if I were to move these, it also has a first line indent. So these kind of things are what we would use for formatting. We wouldn't put the cursor before something. This is using this numbering right here. So I'm going to turn it off. We wouldn't do this. We wouldn't type in a 1 and then a period and then hit the space bar. And then we certainly wouldn't hit the return key at the end and then hit the space bar a bunch of times, because it starts to whack everything out of position and automatically starts numbering. So I'm going to undo a couple of times the things that I just messed up. But what we oftentimes get from clients are pretty messy documents, which on average for me, I've done a lot of cleanup on client documents, but it averages me about 8 minutes per page, depending on how crazy it is. Sometimes it's less, sometimes it's more. So just keep an eye out for any additional invisible characters that you need to get rid of, or any extra formatting that they did that you need to get rid of. Now if it's a really bad document, I will select all. Go to Edit, Select All. Command A or Control A is usually what I use. And over in the Styles area, which if you don't have that, you may have it up here in the control panel. There's like a, let's see, maybe headline or something, and the word Styles, and there's a couple arrows. So you want to, there's an arrow at the bottom. You can click on it and fly this out. But if you click on Styles and say Clear Formatting, that also helps get rid of some of the junk that maybe a client has put in there that you really don't particularly appreciate. I'm going to hit Undo, because I actually did format this. I made certain things bigger and bolder and indent some things. So this is fairly clean. So I'm okay with this. Now once you go through and you kind of give things a specific look, and create some visual hierarchy in your typography. So you've done a little bit of paragraph formatting when you've done that. So what I do is, once I do a little bit of paragraph formatting, I'll create what are called paragraph styles. Paragraph styles, in essence, are formatting. When you can do some formatting in text, and if you want to use that same formatting over and over again later on the document, you can do it simply by clicking on a couple buttons. It takes a lot less time. And then when you want to edit it, let's say you wanted to make a certain headlines, or all the headlines blue or bolder, you do it in just a few seconds instead of having to select each headline. So this particular thing is a title. So I'm going to go ahead, and I don't like using these presets. I like naming my own, but if you want to use presets, that's fine. But usually if I've already dressed it up, I do my own. So I'm going to click on this 3 times to get the whole paragraph. And you want your styles panel out like this. Again, yours might be up here if it's a newer Word, Microsoft Word, and it's about dead center, and you'll see this the word styles. There's a couple arrows, just click on one of them so that you can get this expanded out. So I'm going to hit New Style. Now I'm going to create a new style based off of this text. You'll see that it really shows that text there. Now I usually number mine, so I'm going to put 1, and I'm going to call it Main Headline. I'm going to reuse this format again. I have it. I hit OK. And it'll pop up over here, and I say, oh, by the way, I have to click on Main Headline to apply that style to that. This next paragraph, I did triple click, 3 clicks, and it's body copy. So I'm going to go ahead, come over to the New Style panel, click on the New Style button, and I'm going to call this number 2 body copy. And then I hit OK. And then I do have to say over here, by the way, you are body copy. So just because you created a style doesn't mean the style has been applied to the text. You actually have to click on that to apply it to the text. Now I'm going to triple click on the next item. And this kind of looks like a subheadline. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new style by clicking on the New Style button. I'm going to call this style number 3 subheadline and hit OK. And there it is. Now I can't forget to apply that headline to that selected text. Now, for the most part, this text, just clicking and dragging it all the way down, this text looks like body copy. So I already created a body copy style. I just have to apply this body copy style to that text. So all I have to do is select the text, then to affect it, I will click on the paragraph style. Now all that is body copy. This numbered text, now that's different. It doesn't look like body copy. In fact, when I click and drag on it, if I clicked on body copy, it would take those numbers away. So let me undo that. What I'll do is I'll create a new style from this. So I'm going to click on the New Style button. This is the 4th style, so we'll put 4. We'll call this Numbered Items, Numbered Body Copy. Then I hit OK. Now I tell this, I want to make sure I apply that numbered body copy. I'll call it number 4. The little number 1 just tells me it's used numeric numbering system. So that's kind of odd looking, but we are the 4th one, but they just put the 1 there to let us know that this is a numbered item. Okay, now sewing patterns is going to be a subheadline, and these are going to be numbered items. Next is this area. Now you do not have to triple click once you're applying this. In paragraph style, you just have to have your cursor on that paragraph. You can say, hey, your body copy. It should affect the entire paragraph. If you're worried, go ahead and select one paragraph. This one needs to be a subheadline. That's body copy. These are numbered body copy. Oh no, look, it made that number 10. What you can do is to control that, I'll go in that first line which I know had a number 1. Right click and say restart numbering. And I'll restart the order. Now on sewing pattern, now this is a weird combination. I'm going to make it a subheadline. Make sure I like just subheadline because it otherwise won't make it bold. And this is going to be non-bolded. Now you can't have two paragraph styles, I don't think. Oh, yeah, you can. You can have two paragraph styles in the same paragraph. That's really odd. Usually we do a paragraph style and then a character style, but Word is slightly different. I'm going to select all of these numeric items, and make them numbered. Now you'll notice again that changed the numbering. So you go to that first one of that area, right click, and restart the numbering again. Okay, here I am on another thing that looks like a subhead. These are all body copy. And now I'm down to, wow, big list of things. So I'll just backwards click. And these are, with the exception of tip, so I have to keep an eye on that. These are numbered body copy. Tip obviously needs to not be a number. So I will make him body copy. Just regular body copy. Maybe I need to make it select the whole thing. 1, 2, 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3 clicks. Body copy. There we go. Again, I come up here, I right click and tell it to restart the numbering, and everything's coming down there like it was before. This tip probably is body copy. And so now I've gone through the entire document and I've applied these paragraph styles to everything. Now, the cool thing is, if somebody wanted you to change these numbered items, all you have to do is put your cursor in there, in one of them, and then you can click on the flyout and go to modify the style. Let's say somebody wanted all the numbering items to be red. Well, I can make this red and hit OK, and then it will change automatically the entire number 4 numbering body copy paragraph style I created. So this really makes quick and light work of changes. Now I'm going to modify that again, and I'm going to bring that back to black because I really don't want that. So this kind of covers, in simple terms, how to create, basically simply format your text, which I didn't go over that, but you can choose, font, point size, whether it's bold. I think most people are already aware of how to do that I'd be working with. But it really is about creating paragraph styles and applying them, and then if you have to edit or modify something, it's very easily edited. Now we're not going to copy and paste this to InDesign. We are going to go to File and Place. So do not copy and paste from Microsoft Word to InDesign. We'll do that in the next video. Thank you.